powerful video about another case of mine that will overturn all judicial immunity.
Hey, look. Once a government official exceeds his oath of office, his employment contract, or his jurisdiction, he no longer represents the government. Courts may not step in and either stay or compel executive action unless executive official was acting in excess of his statutory authority or transgressed a constitutional limitation. And the mere fact that he might be acting erroneously or perhaps even tortuously does not vest courts with jurisdiction to act. It's already been decided. The President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So, how are you going to do this landmark case when it's already in the Constitution? It's already a matter of case law. And see, after I attacked the judge's immunity in my legal and lawful judicial and clerical notice, have you ever taught your students about the clerk of the court's job? Yeah. Wow, I'm stupid, huh? You're so smart. See, this gives you a bunch of protections. According to Plotsky versus CIA, 1953 F. 2nd 26 from 1991, the judge cannot just dismiss it. He must explain the formalities of the pleading and afford the pro se plaintiff an opportunity to replead. They can't just throw your case out. That'll help you. I bet you that's not in your paperwork. We're trying to strike down the Uniform Commercial Code 3-402 because it's directly in conflict with that. With Article 2, Section 4. We attacked the Plain Language Act. I think you mentioned something about them using weird language in court. That's why it's unauthorized. And we mentioned the Trading with the Enemies Act, because despite what you tell your students, they were born in the state and then they got their U.S. citizenship, which means they are a citizen of two countries. Even though you can't get your U.S. citizenship, it's just a corporation and all that shit. Yeah. But according to Norton versus Shelby County, a Supreme Court case, the president can't write laws. So the Trading with the Enemy Act is void and must be struck down. Yeah, I'm trying some pretty valiant shit in court for a dummy. Do you include the parens patriae doctrine? Do you dispel that? If not, they're going to treat you like they're your daddy. That didn't go over so well, did it? We attack all 12 presumptions of law, that you're a private guild member, that you are under the private rules. All kinds of things are in here. They have a public solemn oath. Oh, they cannot stand under their public oath and their secret superior oath. I hope you put that in your paperwork, Mr. Smarty. You're listed as a resident or if you filed for free because you didn't get enough OnlyFans or subscribers or whatever the fuck you're soliciting donations for, in form of pauperis, that negates your ability because they consider you a lunatic. It negates your ability to be a competent person. They believe that you are the trustee. Did you rebut that? I hope so. I mean, these are things my students know. I hope a grand master of law like you actually took the time and did it. And included all this executor de sentort. And the most important thing, are you telling your students that just in case you fuck up, they should put void where prohibited by law? Yeah. See, in affidavit, different document, same result. Everything they sign, void where prohibited by law. That way, no matter what I do, I can't get them in trouble. Because guess what? It's void where prohibited by law. Pretty goddamn good for a dummy, huh? And did you dispel their offer and acceptance? When they served you the summons, it was considered as accepted, even though you just buried it under your mattress? Here's the most important thing that you should probably add to your paperwork, because I bet you can't show it in file stamp paperwork because you didn't know about this. But if the form of the signature shows unambiguously that the signature is made on behalf of the represented person who is identified on the instrument, the representative is not liable on the instrument. The judge is not liable on the instrument. The sheriff is not liable on the instrument because it shows unambiguously they signed it as Stephen B. Wolfson, District Attorney. Unambiguously, they signed it and he is the representative of the District Attorney. He is not liable on the instrument. I bet your case is going to fall apart there, but don't worry, because of that Platsky thing, you have the opportunity to replead. And as I mentioned in the other video, 318 U.S. 363, governments descend to the level of mere corporations and take on the characteristics of mere private citizens where private commercial paper, Federal Reserve notes, and securities are concerned. Which means they are bound by the same rules that govern private corporations, which means if they yeah, I'm pretty fucking stupid. Dude, I hope your followers see this and start following the right person. You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. See, like, here's a funny one for you. UCMJ. This section proves that every cop in America is under Article 2 of the Constitution and therefore under the Commander-in-Chief, and police are United Nations military under the jurisdiction of the United States Army. And there's the proof of that. Yeah, all of my students know this shit. I hope you teach well. I sincerely hope you come at me with something other than weak-ass name-calling, like truth in law. I teach people and I don't need to go and charge them because I know how to handle my banking. Did you see Title 26?